Hello, I'm Claire from createdtheottaway. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up in the UK. Thank you for joining me on this week's craft along tutorial. I've got a fabulous fun fold for you today. You can jazz it up as much or as little as you want. I've made it into a birthday card, but you could use it for absolutely any occasion, and I love that. It's also, because of the gorgeous paper, got a bit of a wow on the inside. It's not just all about the outside. It's a revisit of a previous card I did, but I just love it so much. I resized it slightly, and I wanted to show you these gorgeous Spotlight on Nature layering dies. They are so beautiful. So look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? Just the different layers. You definitely want to get these in your stash. You'll be using them for years, honestly. They are so gorgeous. I've tied it in with some beautiful flowers, and I'll go through the sets that I've used as well. But let me show you. It's just got a belly band on the outside that just slides off, and that's where all your lovely embellishments sit on there. And then you open it up. It's sort of like a gatefold card, but I've called it a double fronted card because it is double fronted. So you've got this gorgeous paper here. I'll talk you through that in a minute. It looks almost velvet. I have to tell you, when I first saw it in the Stampin' Up catalogue, I was like, no, that is not for me. It's not Christmassy. It looks like, well, how did I describe it? I think I've told you all on social media, old ladies' polyester dresses. Isn't that a terrible thing to say? But it really did remind me of that. But I've just got it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. So I'll show you the other colours in a minute. Back to the card. So this is the card. You just open it up, and I've just made it a little bit more special inside. I was tempted to do a different sheet of paper on the inside, but I wanted it to pop. I wanted whoever received it to go, oh, wow, that's just beautiful. And I think you need the paper on the inside to do that. I think it wouldn't be the same otherwise. I've used this bubble pink. I felt like it really lent itself well with the paper. There's a little bit of white, but most of it is a really vibrant velvety look. So I just wanted to carry that on. So I've gone with bubble pink as my message page, and I've stamped on that. I just did the Stampin' Up in the middle, and I thought it needs something else just to draw your eye in. So I've stamped and overstamped the leaves here, and I'll show you that as well. But that's it. Look, it couldn't be more simpler. Just one piece of card, but it's such a great wow. So let me put that back together. Quickly show you what we're going to use today. Oh, never do that on the screen, can you? Fingers and thumbs. If you want to get in touch with me, ask any questions, shop with me, you can do all of that here. I'm all over the place on social media. I love a crafty chat, so get in touch. Stampin' Up catalogue. So there's a Christmas or seasonal September to December catalogue full of just fabulous ideas and inspiration. But on page 35 is this awful paper. It's not awful at all, is it? And there's also a whole page of inspiration, and you just think, yeah, they're okay. I'm not sure that I'm loving them. And then you get this gorgeous paper. And it comes, and I was like, yeah, I love Pretty Peacock, but I'm not sure. And then you look for it some more, and some more. Look at that. Honestly, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Not like polyester dresses at all, more like velvet gowns. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That's the one we're using today. That's why it's cut. Just really, I love that. I can see a really, really nice card coming from that. Nice gift box, something really beautiful and stunning. It just hasn't got any sparkle on it, but it looks like it's sparkling. It's just the depth of the colour. It just really draws you in. You're going to ask me what it's called, aren't you? I don't know. Regal something. Regal Winter. Of course it is. love these papers, absolutely love them. So I hope you love them too. You can shop with me at createdtheottaway.co.uk. Right, on to the actual make, because that's what we're all here for. So first of all, we're going to start with the basic base card. So I'm going to give you the sizes there in centimetres and inches, and then I'll talk you through all the bits. One piece of A4 card, that's about all you need, apart from when you're doing the spotlight on nature dies. Look at these, aren't they gorgeous? Shall I quickly show you? Look, you get all of these. Look, there's one missing. Oh no, don't you hate it when that happens? Because you know you're going to use that one loads. Must be in my craft room. Yeah, because look, I've used it today. Ta-da. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 different sizes. And you've got ones that do this lovely shape going round. One that does this leaf pattern, which is this shape. Look at that. Just gorgeous. And then one that does this. And if you've watched my previous videos, I've actually stitched through that one. I really love these. I'm very into die cutting, if you didn't already know. Really love those. So that's the circles that I've used. So did I give you those circles? No, I didn't, because what I wanted to say is it would look equally as good with squares. You know, the layering squares that Stampin' Up do. I'll put those in the description so that you know. I really wanted to go with the flowers again today and this spotlight on nature circles. So I haven't put the sizes of the circles, but you can work it out for yourself. It's just a belly band like that, and then I've used 3 circles just layered on dimensionals, and if there's time we'll go through those bits as well, how I added those on. So stop talking, Claire, let you screenshot that, and then we can get making. Okay, so the paper that I've chosen this time is this paper. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. The other side is this. Not so in love with that, but I think with the right paper it would look amazing. And also it lets the flowers shine, but I'm not going to use that with it. It's really weird because until you put it together you can't see any tones of it in here, but it's definitely there. Stampin' Up are amazing at coordinating their paper. Every time you think, I'm not sure I'd use those colours together, you put them together and it's always a wow. So that's the paper I'm using, and the other piece of paper that I'm using is that to go with that. And the coloured card that I'm using is this beautiful deep Blackberry Bliss. It's just absolutely gorgeous colour, so we're going to use that. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see on the video, because sometimes when you use dark colours the reflection of the light doesn't really help. Let's move these out of the way. So my paper trimmer, trusty paper trimmer, I wouldn't go anywhere without. I need a piece that is 5 7/8 by 11. Now remember, I'm in the UK, so you could really easily resize this card if you're in the US or you prefer a bigger card. Some people like a really big card. I like ones that will go in the standard UK post, although that's getting more expensive, isn't it? Should we talk about that? No, let's not, because it's really disheartening. I don't know if you're like me, but this Christmas I'm really worried about all the people that just rely on a card from their family at Christmas time, and what if they don't get it? I'm thinking that I might just go around my local area and just put a load of cards through people's doors, just so that they get them. Even though they don't know me, they soon will. So 5 7/8 by 11. I think I've already cut this to save you time watching. Yes, okay. So 5 7/8 by 11, it just gives you a big rectangle, and we're going to just score lines across it and make it into this beautiful fun fold. So the first score line is 1 1/4 inches. So 1 1/4. Make sure you've got that naughty little scoring blade out the way, and just cutting blade out the way, and just have the score up. So 1 1/4 inches, 3 3/8. 3 3/8, just about there, and then 7 5/8, 7 5/8, 9 3/4. I think that's the last one. 9 3/4. That's it. No way. Yeah, honestly, that's it. That's your card made. The base of it anyway. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 score lines. So 1 1/4, 3 3/8, 7 5/8, and 9 3/4. And then you can just burnish that however you want. Bring that one round there, that one there, and that one there, and that's it. Okay, really, really lovely simple card. So like a gatefold, but folded back on itself again. So now what we're going to do is add the paper. So you need 2 pieces that are 1 1/8 by 5 3/4. So I've already laid my paper out and I've matched it up. I know that this goes with this paper really lovely. It's fairly plain. It's sort of mottled from this Regal Winters. The other side is gorgeous. I would love to use that because it has got Blackberry Bliss in it. But I think the contrast with the other paper is just too much. And I want there to be a bit of a, oh, when you look at the paper on the inside. So I'm using this side round. And the other thing that I tend to do, if you watch my videos before, if it's going on a dark piece of card, because it has a white core, so I don't know if you can see that actually, it's probably not the greatest on the camera, but I've coloured along the edge with a Stampin' Right marker in the same colour. So if I put it there, I don't know if you can see, when I go along, just rub the fatter side along, you can see it hides the white core. Okay, now if you haven't got all the stamping markers in the colours that you need, why not? No, use a felt pen that's a darker colour or as near to the colour that you've got. You really just want to take away the white edge. Okay, I think I've done all that round, and I think I've done all the others, and I've done that on all the paper I've used, even these papers. Okay, so these bits are going to be on the front here. So I'm going to put those on now with some Tombow glue. I like to use Tombow glue just because it gives me a bit of wiggle room. Love a little wiggle. If you hold your paper down on the desk and put your glue on, you actually have more control of the glue that comes out, unless it's a new one, because then it just seems to flood out. It's only when you get to the bottom and you're squeezing the life out of it. So that's just going there. It almost is like you can't see it, but you can, because it's just got enough pattern. And then I'm going to do this side the same. It's just going to go on there. Then we have our first panels done. And all you're doing is just looking around to make sure you've left a bit of a border. When I cut my papers, I only like a very thin border, so I go in by 1/8. But you could go in by a 1/4 inch if you want to. You just see more of the coloured card. Right, so I don't put paper on the back of here. You can, there's nothing to say you can't. If it was a particularly special card, like a 60th anniversary or a retirement card that you wanted to be special, you could put paper on the back of there, but I'm not gonna. So now I come to my 2 panels, and I've used this paper just because I love it. And that's gonna go one on there, okay, and one on there, like so. So when that folds back, you can see a really nice contrast. And again, I've already gone round with my Stampin' Up marker. And the size of this, you're going to need 4 of these pieces, because you want 2 for the inside and 2 for the outside. Beautiful Regal Winter paper. 2 inches by 5 3/4. So the 2 inches should stay the same if you've resized your card, but the length might be bigger. Okay, Oh, look at that. I just love that. Just want to stroke it. Okay. And this side. Control yourself. Oh, now I'm throwing the glue. It's the excitement that's getting to me. I love it when you've got some really beautiful products and it just brings you an inner joy when you're using them, because you're just like, oh my God, these are so gorgeous. Stampin' Up papers are usually really gorgeous as well. That's why I got into this. That's why I'm in such trouble with Stampin' Up. Keep buying. It's such gorgeous stuff, and it takes away the effort when you're crafting about matching things. Okay, look at that already. Okay, so now I'm going to do the inside. So I'm just going to repeat and put those two panels there and there. Look at that. Okay, so we just, oh, there's that little sneaky peek of the embellishment. Everything sticks once you've got glue on your fingers. That's it. I don't think there's a right way up, because the leaves go all over the place, which again is a bonus, especially when you're doing gift boxes. You can use the paper any way round. Okay, and this last bit, it's a fairly quick make, isn't it? What do you think you will use your fun fold card for? I've got a retirement card needed coming up. A new baby card. New baby card would look lovely, wouldn't it? But not in these papers. Have to have a look through the catalogue. Right, let's have a look. Let's just press that all down, make sure I'm happy. Oh, I am so happy. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Right, for the middle, I'm going to go with the bubble bath again, because look how it makes that paper pop. Isn't that clever? Really clever. Okay, so this side is 4 inches by 5 and 5/8. Okay, 4 inches by 5 and 5/8. Now I'm going to use a couple of stamp sets. I've got this one called Charming Sentiments, and I really, well, you can see, look, it's well used. Wishing you everything wonderful. I like that sentiment because it could be used for anything, not just for birthdays. But in this case, I'm going to use it as a birthday one. So I think I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss on the inside, because I think that will go nice. So let's see. Let's see if I can stamp perfectly on video. It's really tricky, actually. Well, I'm starting to find it really tricky. I've got rheumatoid arthritis, and sometimes my stamping is atrocious. How about you? How many times have I inked it now? Right, okay, you can tell I'm nervous. I'm going to put it in the middle. Ugh, press down. You don't have to press down. I'm just paranoid. Oh, look at that. I'm happy. Woohoo! Okay, I'm just going to stick that back on there because I'm not going to waste your time cleaning it. And then I've got this Lifetime of Love set. I was looking for a leaf. I just think a little bit of a leaf pattern on the corners just helps lift it. And I like this because it's not filled in. What I mean by that is, I'll just peel it off so you can see. This is a rubber stamp. So when I stamp, there's nothing inside the leaves, but I like that. Okay, I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to just angle it because I want one to go along the edge there. Can you see that? And then I'm going to do it a couple more times like that. How lovely is that? And because I've stamped and stamped again, you get different tones. Now I'm going to turn it around and do it the opposite way. Do exactly the same. 1, 2, and then I ink it again for the third one. Look at that. Love it. I'm so excited. I love this card. Right. Glue on the back. Again, put my card down to use up less glue. Come on, it's spurting out everywhere. Turn it over. and then put it in the middle. Now I've cut this slightly smaller than 1/8. I think I've done it 2/8 because I want it to be sort of framed by the Blackberry Bliss in the middle. Okay, look at that. Oh my God, look, beautiful. Okay, so our card is done. Now onto the belly band. Okay, so I'm going to bring these bits in. I'm going to bring this bit in. This is the belly band piece. But what I'm going to do is, did I bring those? Oh, come on, Claire. Yes, I did. So I'm using these dies first, and I'm using some Stampin' Dimensionals. Don't you just love the hexagon shape? I'm going to just put them on. So let's put 3 on this one to start with in the middle. And I'm just going to put that on. Now, you may be having kittens because I haven't poked out all the holes. But do you know what? It's fine. Don't panic. They don't all have to come out. It just adds to the pattern. Okay. And also my husband's not around and he does the poking. Right, so I've put that one on dimensionals as well. So that's there. Okay. Now, I've used these to do the circles, the Spotlight on Nature dies. Remember, you get 12 in a pack. Then what I felt like I needed was a bit like on the inside, I needed a leaf that wasn't too heavy. Do you know what I mean by that? It was quite delicate, and just trying to see if I can find the leaf. So this is the Lifetime of Love dies. You get all sorts of bits going on in there. But I used these 2 leaves. So this leaf is a bit heavier. It's a bit like an oak leaf, which pleases me no end. And then there's this leaf. But when you die cut them, it's really delicate like that, or like that. Okay? So they're really gorgeous and they go together. The other thing that I tend to do, and I've talked about this in previous videos, is I like to just colour a bit of watercolour card in lots of different colours. So I've got all sorts of little things going on here, all pinks, and then I just leave them to dry. I have a day where I just put them all out, put loads of watercolours out, and then do some pinks, some greens, particularly greens because I use them for leaves a lot. There's one here I can show you. Look at that. That's shaded spruce, but look how much the different colours come out. So I've got a whole stack of them, and then when I'm doing something like this, where really the paper does all the talking, I mean the paper's so strong, isn't it? Whatever colours I put on are going to get lost, so I like to do ones that are sort of muted, different shades. So from this piece here, I've cut out in different areas the leaves, and look at the different shades you get just by doing that, because it's watercoloured card. Look, one really dark, a couple of light, and then these ones are the same, the leaves, absolutely gorgeous different shades. So that's what I've done. I've then punched out these from the darker piece. So this is from the darker piece, so they're going to go on as well, and that's from a Stampin' Up punch, can't remember the name of it. It's got a leaf and this little bit with it. And then I've used these flowers, which are current in the catalogue, and I've done those in red, not real red, cherry red, because I felt like they needed to pop. And then I've done some of the smaller ones in this pink, which again is a piece of watercolour card. Now you'll notice there's no greens, but when I look at this paper, these are the colours that I see. So I'm trying to be clever like Stampin' Up. So let's see how we get on. I'll do this really quickly, so it may not be my best work. I am just going to put a little bit of glue on here, and I am doing it quickly, so I put it along the centre line, and I'm just going to follow the curve of this. Okay, so it's sticking to the top one only, and I've just followed the curve round. Now if I turn that round, it gives me one that goes down, so I'm going to stick one down that way. So I'm only putting glue on one end. Probably too much glue, but it's okay because it's going to go under. Okay, so I'm just going to do that there. Just press it for a minute, and that is under the first circle. And then this one I'm going to do round the outside here, just to continue the line. So what happens is there's like a line that goes down like that, and that's just going to go there. Now usually I'd be a bit more careful with my gluing, but I'm aware you've been watching a long time. So I do those leaves. I don't do those ones yet. Now I do the flowers. I've got an old bit of mouse mat. It's just a bit of foam really. And I've got an embossing tool, and I just press that down in the middle. And I like to layer the flowers. Also have in your mind 3s and 5s. Okay, that's the wrong way round. So I would usually put a tiny bit of glue on a piece of paper. So I overlap them. So I don't put them directly on top of each other. And then I press down in the middle. And you end up with that rather than just that. It just gives it a bit more depth. Okay, and they are going to go on there as well, like that. And these ones, they've got a hole in, but that's okay, because I will stick those on, and then I will put a little gem on the top. Oh, it's got caught up on my embossing tool. Okay, so that's going to go on there, and I'll just do that. And then these bits I will add in after and make them stand up a bit like this. I'm just tucking them in so you can see. And then these bits that are really dark, put them out at different angles so that they stand out. So maybe there and there. Okay. Now the sentiment. What did I do with the sentiment? The sentiment is from this beautiful set, Unbounded Love. Okay, and it's just a happy birthday sentiment. And then what I have done is fussy cut it. So just gone round the edge and added that as well. Okay. I don't know how long I've gone on for, but I've been told my videos are getting longer and longer. So I'm going to finish that off separately. I will just take that off camera for a minute. How do you do the belly band? Okay, belly band is 1 inch by 11. So I tend to match it up with that bit there. Okay, fold it round there, bring it round, match it up again to there, and that is your belly band. Now, how do you make sure that that sticks together? Well, unflip that bit, because that gives you a nice finish on the front there, and it's hidden. And then what I do, I put some glue on this end, not too much because you don't want it to spurt out. Some glue on this end, so that end there, bring it over, and you're looking to just make sure that your strip is in line, and then just hold it in place. Okay, make sure it's all in line, hold it in place like that. I think that's it. And then that just slides on and off. Let me bring this unstuck version over. Ta-da. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Love it. Okay. And that is it. Ta-da! If I bring our other one back in, let's put the belly band back on. Okay. I think we are there. Which one do you love? Oh my goodness me. I really don't know. I think I love them both. Okay, so what did I use? On Spotlight on Nature Circle dies, I used the Regal Winters paper. I used a couple of stamp sets, Unbounded Love, And what was the other one? Oh, Charming Sentiments. And then I use this lovely leaf in here, Lifetime of Love, and the dies that go with that. So you might be able to save yourself some money if you bought the bundle to do the leaves, the 2 different leaves. And then the flowers, I need to find out where the flowers are from as well, don't I? So I hope you have loved watching. If you've seen anything you like, you can shop with me at createdtheottaway.co.uk. And I look forward to crafting with you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.